check. Stats check natin. Pwede na kayo magsalita pala. Magsalita-salita kayo. Sound check.
On mo na. Ay, good. Thank you. Sound check muna.
Sige, go lang sound check na kayo kasi kupos pa.
Sige.
Go.
Game na ba?
Ay, di. Mamaya.
Halftime nito.
Yes, at kayo.
Shout out to Red Lim.
Check, sound check.
Mic test pa lang. Tour dates.
Medyo okay naman.
Check, sound check. 1, 2. Check, sound check. Live here.
Biggie.
RK Vegan Court. SPL Season 5. Hello,
Redmond Lim.
sound check. Sound check. Okay.
Delay pa ng konti kasi kaka-start lang natin. Okay. Ayan pala, nalilito ko na. Ako pala yung delay, hindi ko napindot na naka-live. So, i-ano ko muna. Sige, graphic ko muna.
Sige.
Okay na.
Coming to you live here from the RK Vegan Court here in San Juan. This is the battle for third and championship round here at the SBL Season 5. First matchup here between the Rising Sun taking on PCDG in the battle for third, and later on in the championship game, it's the Golden Peters up against Eurochef. Renzo Salaw here on the call, of course, joined by the season MVP, Daniel Ong. How are you tonight, Daniel?
Hi Renzo, it's a pleasure to be able to join you tonight. We appreciate those who have come here, especially given the heavy Manila traffic today.
And hopefully the traffic doesn't play too much of a factor here. And this matchup between PCDG and Rising Sun. Speaking of traffic, mukhang di na traffic ngayon si Noel Yu, who's in the lineup right here. But for PCDG, they will be missing one of their key players once again.
Exactly. It's a pleasant sight for PCDG to have Noel to be playing today, but they're missing one of their big men, which is Benedict Chachaco, who's also been, I think, the leading scorer for PCDG. So that's a big factor for them.
Yes, and over here on the other side, Rising Sun, who just lost by 3 points in the semi-final round against Eurochef. They're also without their top gunner in Jerome Lim.
And yes, that will be a big factor as Rising Sun will be missing the leading scorer, so they'll have to look for their offense somewhere else tonight.
And off we go. Rising Sun gets the first crack at the offense. And their starting line, of course, Mike Vicencio, Tyrone Chan, Paco Baranda, John Ko, and John Koo. While for PCDG, they have Aaron De Las Penas, Hendrik C, Charlton Lee, Michael Ang, and Liam Pagdanganan.
First shot of the game, Paco Baranda misses from outside, and here comes PCDG on the offense.
Yes, a while ago asking Kirby T who would need to step up for the Rising Suns offense, and he mentioned Paco Baranda, likely going to be the first option here offensively.
Yes, and those who know Paco, he really likes to, he prefers shooting it from the mid-range as opposed to trying to drive it to the rim.
But Paco Baranda, of course, had 10 points last time, 5 of 19 shooting. He hit some big shots, but it'll be a little bit different without the Jerome Lim in the lineup, especially because he helped space the floor, took attention from the defenders.
Yes, and for Rising Sun, they might have to push the pace here.
As we see John Ko pull up for three, misses on that shot. Tyrone Chan with a putback attempt, no good. Rebound Michael Ang, and they're pushing it. PCDG has numbers. Charlton Lee, he'll drive, floater, nice looking shot, just wouldn't score.
Exactly, strong push right there by Charlton. But Rising Sun quickly on the secondary break.
And Vicencio taking a shot at around Paco Baranda's sweet spot there at the mid-range, but misses. PCDG with a quick counter attack, and De Las Penas hits that jumper and adds to the lead here, the small lead for PCDG.
That's going to be a welcome sight for PCDG, seeing Aaron, the youngest player on their team, hitting his first shot here in the game.
And giving them that much needed spark offensively without Benedict Chuachaco, who had 21 points during the semifinals. They're going to need a new source of offense as De Las Penas misses his three. A foul is called there, loose ball foul.
Nice show of sportsmanship right there by Hendrik C.
As Rising Sun will get possession here. And Mike Vicencio so far unafraid to let it fly. A couple of shot attempts already here.
And for Rising Sun, they'll need to find their confidence early if they want to stay close to PCG here.
And speaking of confidence, there's John Ko, confident looking stroke, but just goes in and out. Baranda, fake, and passes it off to Koo. Koo shot a little short as well. Third crack at it for Rising Sun, but Koo is fouled.
So far, Rising Sun just quicker to the ball. picking up those offensive rebounds and second chance points.
Ko looks like he's facilitating a little bit more here, trying to get Paco Baranda a good look. He got one, but cannot get it to fall. PCDG to counter here. So far, it's 3-0. Low scoring affair. 3 minutes into this contest, Michael Ang's jumper rolls in, and PCDG quietly up 5-0.
Strong start here for PCDG as Rising Sun seems to be missing the offense offered by Jerome Lim.
Yes, with no Jerome Lim, they'll need someone like Tyrone Shan to pick up the offensive slack, but cannot convert that time. Ball's deflected out of bounds.
A good inside pass right there by John Koo, but Tyrone Chan failing to finish there.
Here's Koo. He'll try it himself. A little short once again. Back-to-back short. Mid-range shots from Koo as Charlton Lee and PCDG have numbers here in transition. Lee, spinner. Oh, almost a winner, but cannot get it to fall. Some contact, and it's a foul. Free throws for Lee.
Strong move right there by Charlton with the half spin, getting his own offensive rebound, and now trying to take two from the line.
And you can see PCDG a little bit more focused here, a little bit more locked in offensively to start. Now they're up 6 points. What are you seeing from them early?
So far, PCDG has been the more aggressive team. They've been more focused, more aggressive, and trying to pound the ball inside more.
And so far, it's paying off for PCDG as Rising Sun still scoreless, almost 4 minutes into this one. Here's Ko to Baranda here. Baranda gets a good look. That's his jump shot, but no. Chan gets the board. Inside pass, and what a pass at that. Ko hesitated a little bit.
Yeah, I think that time John Cole just found himself hesitating right there, thinking twice about the shot, trying to fish for the foul, but Rising Sun gets it right back after the traveling violation by Liam.
And Ko struggled a little bit with his shot during the semifinals. Finished with 5 points, but gets one to fall right there to cut the lead down to 5.
Finally, Rising Sun on the board. And we'll see if they could try to inch a bit closer here before mandatory substitutions.
Yeah, just 40 seconds away from the mandatory subs as De Las Peñas. Michael Ang, oh, power move. What a finish at that off the glass, clean.
What a move right there by Mike. Spin move, finishing strong at the basket.
As Chan dishes it off to Baranda, his jumper is off the mark. Pagdanganan with the board, and PCDG a chance to extend this lead. Pagdanganan to De Las Peñas. Baseline J, no.
Good shot right there. Within the flow of their offense.
And Rising Sun trying to get within the flow of their offense as Chan feeds inside to Ko, but still cannot get it to fall.
I think for Rising Sun, they've been trying to look for fouls instead of finishing strong.
And Charlton Lee tried to finish strong there on a triple, but cannot get it to fall. 9-2, and we get the platoon substitutions now for both teams as we see Kirby T, who was not in the lineup for Rising Sun. What can he bring here this time around that he wasn't able to during the semis?
So we expect Kirby here to be the floor general on offense, as he brings his much needed stability right here for the Rising Sun offense.
Yeah, Kirby T was, speaking of Rising Sun, no? He was in Japan during that semifinals matchup, fresh from Japan, and trying to make an impact here in the battle for third. As he starts right away with an assist, and that's to Eugene Chan.
Exactly, and that's what they need from Kirby, trying to swing the ball from one side of the court to the other right away.
Pagdanganan tries to answer, no. Rising Sun get the bucket and a stop here, and a chance to cut into this lead. Bring it down to a single possession. Tyrone Chan muscles his way inside. Got a good look. Second try. This time draws a foul.
Strong move right there by Tyrone, drawing the foul from Noel.
Yeah, Tyrone has been more focused on facilitating over these couple of postseason games, but they're gonna need him to pick up the offense here, but he misses on that first free throw.
Exactly, the previous game, with Kirby T not being on the floor, it was mainly Tyrone Chan directing their offense. as he sinks the second free throw.
Yeah, Chan had 11 rebounds, 5 assists, but only had 3 points in that semifinals round. And in the quarters, he actually went scoreless. So this time, expect him to put up more points. As speaking of points, PCDG gets a much needed bucket there, extending the lead back up to 6.
Great play right there by PCDG. Just looking for the open person, and they find their team owner, June Pascual, for the open bank shot.
Yeah, Pascual. Bank stays open for him after hours there. Off the glass as Kirby T will let it fly from 3, and that's what they were missing last time around. And they actually just lost by 3 points to Eurochef. So, just one of those 3 pointers from Kirby T could have been a game changer.
Exactly, and for Kirby, he's a knockdown shooter from the outside, which Rising Sun greatly missed last game.
And they get a chance here. If they can hit another 3, they'll take the lead. As David Chan attacking, little wild on his shot. PCDG gets the rebound. It's 3-on-3 here. And Ko, drop off pass to the late arriving Brian Kabuko, BP. No need for warm ups.
Exactly, and that was a strong drive by right there by Justin Ko, drawing the defense and kicking it back out to Brian Kabuko for the easy 15-foot jumper.
And look, you could see the frustration on Kirby T's face there. He thought he had a heat check falling just a little too strong. PCDG with a chance to counter here. Pagdanganan. Easy looking shot and great feed there from one of his teammates.
Great offense right there by PCDG. Brian returning the favor, being the one on the assist right there.
Just when it looked like Rising Sun was gonna catch up here and potentially take the lead, PCDG back-to-back buckets cannot answer. PCDG pushing here in transition. Justin Ko is fouled. Maybe a smart foul there from Kirby T.
Smart foul right there, trying to stop the fast break as Rising Sun is still not in the penalty.
It's 15-8 here early. 2 minutes and change remaining in this first quarter. Of course, the battle for third here, battle for glory. Winner gets a spot on the top 3 podium. Justin Ko. Pascual. Here's Noel Yu checking into the ball game. Feeds it into Brian Kabuko. Kabuko's shot goes wayward out of bounds.
Actually, for Rising Sun here, I believe this will be also pride on the line for them as they were also the second runner-up finishers last season. So they'll try to repeat that podium achievement this season.
And then, if history serves us correctly, you were on that squad, no?
Exactly.
Tell us about that run, and what can you tell us about that?
Actually, yeah, that's that season. Last season, we lost to Accendo in the semifinal game. I believe we lost by 3 points as well. It was a heartbreaker of a loss. But in the battle for third, we beat RK Vegan by I think 20 points. So for Rising Sun, they would want to repeat that achievement.
Yeah, chance here to do just that. Of course, they trail right now by 5, but still a long game here. This battle for third as Brian Kabuko, napasahan natin yung referee doon.
I think a referee was a teammate, but unfortunately, our referee plays for a different team.
Yes, I think it's also the factor that PCDG's colors, skew a little bit towards the referee colors. So in the peripheral, maybe you see it as Kirby T's 3-pointer no good. Kabuko, no harm done for PCDG. They get the stop as Charlton Lee, hop, step, skip, and a jump, cannot finish. Pascual, no. Third try for Ko, rattles in.
So far, PCDG, me being the more aggressive team, being the team quicker to the ball, and it's paid dividends right here for them as they're up by 7.
As Eugene hits that mid-range J. Big shot, much needed there to cut the lead back down to 5 with less than 24 seconds remaining in this first quarter. Justin Ko not waiting around. Almost an end one. He'll have 2 free throws.
I think Rising Sun right there, they weren't prepared for the secondary break opportunity right there by PCDG, and Justin Ko caught them napping.
Yeah, Justin Ko, you can see he's really looking head on a swivel there if he can find an outlet pass or attack in transition before the defense is set so far. It's paying off for PCDG here. Ko at the line. First free throw. Falls in all net for Justin Ko.
Justin Cole makes both, pushing the PCDG lead back to 7 again.
And Ko now up to 4 points. Balanced offense here for PCDG. Michael Ang is the only player aside from Ko who to have more than 2 points. As we see, it looks like maybe an unsportsmanlike foul, I believe. I think a use of an elbow there.
I think it was a wayward elbow by Charlton Lee trying to box out David Chan. But unfortunately, David Chan is one of our smallest players on the court, so his elbow, Charlton's elbow, is just right around the head and the jaw area of David.
Yeah, and David Chan seems to really, get his fair share of, tough hits. And that's, I would say, a credit to him as a player, scrappy player, always putting his body on the line for his team.
Yeah, I think that's something positive. You want someone like that on your team, trying to crash the boards, trying to make a play for the ball. It's just unfortunate that we see something the sportsmanlike foul called right there.
As he gets the second free throw to bank off the glass. Rising Sun here with a shot at trimming this advantage. It's right now 6 points. With the last shot here, 4.3. Kirby T wants to cut it in half, and he does. Kirby T with the finish, and what a first quarter at that, Daniel.
Yeah, big shot right there by Kirby T. Finishing, knocking down 2 threes here, cutting down into the PCDG lead.
Yeah, second quarter, right after this break. Don't go away. More SBL action right after this. We're back here at the RK Vegan Court. Here for the SBL Season 5 battle for third. PCDG leading 19-16 over Rising Sun. But towards the end of that first quarter, it looked like Rising Sun was gaining some momentum, Daniel.
Exactly. PCDG with the strong start here in the battle for third game, but Rising Sun finding sparks in their offense right there, especially coming from Kirby T.
Yeah, Kirby T hit a couple of big three-pointers and closed the quarter with a triple to cut PCDG's advantage in half. But PCDG now with a chance to extend their lead. First with Michael Ang. Kabuko hits that jumper, extends it to 5. Pagdanganan, Hendrik C. and Justin Ko make up their 5. While on the other side, it's Mike Vicencio, Paco Baranda, Tyrone Chan, John Ko, and John Koo. Baranda cannot really get his shot falling here in this one. They'll need more from him. It's Pagdanganan on the break to Justin Ko. In and out on his attempt. Oh, battle for loose ball. Back to PCDG.
So far, PCDG being quicker to the ball as they find another opportunity right here.
Michael Ang to C. C drive, floater. No. Rebound Tyrone Chan. Chan pushing the pace, gonna play the facilitator role once again. Up ahead to John Ko. Not waiting around is John. Almost an and one, and Ko will head to the line for 2 free throws. Ko so far, 2 points. He went 1 of 2 at the line during the semifinals. against Eurochef. Misses the first one there, makes the second.
So far here for Rising Sun, we see Tyron Chan still on the court. He's played every minute of this game so far, and we'll see if that'll be a factor later.
Yeah, Tyrone Chan definitely has good conditioning, but it'll be a true test if they don't get him some minutes here on the bench as Baranda pushing the pace. Rising Sun, Paco takes that jumper, finally gets it to fall, and some release of frustration rather there. You can see it in the face of Paco Baranda.
Exactly, Paco heaving a sigh of relief right there. He's been missing his first few shots, but right there on the fast break, he'd rather pull up for a mid-range too, and that's money for him.
Yeah, first points for Baranda. And he was 0-5 before that shot as his team gets the ball back here. 3-on-2. John Co to Baranda. He just hit a shot. Heat check here for Paco. No. But Co's right there. Misses. Short arms that put-back attempt and almost a little too strong on the put-back, but gets it to fall.
Exactly, for Rising Sun, that's a welcome sight for them as they've tied the ball game right now 21-21.
Yeah, and beyond just the fact that they've tied the game, two of their main offensive weapons, arguably their two main offensive carriers here in Baranda and Co, both get on the board. As Kabuko misses on his attempt inside, rebound Tyrone Chan. Up ahead, almost stolen, risky pass, ends up in the hands of John Co against Justin Co. Co on Co battle there. And one Jaco wins over the other as John Co will have two more free throws.
John Co just using his heft right there, drawing the foul on Justin.
Yeah, Justin Co, not a small man by any measure, but John Co, as you said, with the heft there, the heft advantage. I don't think many players would have a heft advantage over him.
Exactly, and John using that to his advantage, especially down in the paint. It'll be hard to stop him.
Speaking of some hefty players, who would you say, as a big man yourself, sino ba yung mga pinakamahirap bantayan in this league so far in the interior, aside from maybe John Co?
Actually, it depends. Some teams are not as big, but they're faster, they're quicker. I think an example of that team will be Golden Peters. They're not known to be the tallest team, but they're a very, very quick team. But perhaps some of the toughest men I've faced here in this league, probably for Eurochef, to probably Roland Abukay. Now, Roland, although he's not one of the best offensive scorers in the team, but defensively he plays a huge role. Also, Andreas Choi, Season 3 MVP. He's not the tallest, but he's one of the most athletic and strongest people down on the block.
And a lot of different kinds of players you face off here in the SBL, and as you mentioned, some players maybe mga star level talents like Andreas Choi, or some of the role players as Kirby T misses on that three, mga maybe Steven Adams types that don't necessarily put up the numbers, but they are a nightmare to defend.
Exactly. Also for Golden Peters, later's finalists, one of the strongest people on that team is Redmond Lim.
Yeah, Redmond Lim, who's already here on the sidelines, watching as his team has that championship game in just a little bit, as Baranda has it here. He has Ko inside, but he kicks it out to T. Kirby T rarely passes up that three, but that time around, he's called for an offensive foul there. And mukhang gulat na gulat si Kirby doon sa tawag ng referee.
I think the referee called an offensive foul on him for kicking off on the shot. A good call right there by the referee.
Yes, that's a new emphasis on offensive fouls over the past, maybe decade, wherein the referees try to protect the shooter there, and with the leg being kicked out by some shooters. And speaking of shooters, that's another bucket there, a three-pointer down for PCDG. They lead by 3 here.
So far, Rising Sun trying to find their momentum as they swing the ball quickly from one side to another.
Yeah, and that's not necessarily John Co's range there. He has a smile on his face after that shot, but too strong as Noel Yu. His jumper, no, but he gets the rebound right back. Justin Co steps into his shot. That one looked good, but still no good for PCDG. As Kirby T pushing the pace. Oh, nice feed there to John Ko, but he's double teamed. John Koo here can't get that mid-ranger to fall. DP with the board.
So for PCDG, having the advantage here.
And cannot add to their lead there, but they get another offensive rebound. Charlton Lee fakes and drives. Drop off pass to Noel Yu. 7 seconds on the shot clock. They get it to Ko. He launched from 3. And he was able to measure it up that time. Misses on the 3 the previous possession. That time around, all net.
Exactly. Great repositioning right there by Justin. Finding the net on that one.
And Justin Ko now up to 7 points to lead all scorers. Kirby T, the next highest scorer with 6 points on the other side. As Charlton Lee pushes it. Yes, Ko ahead. Oh, and nabitin dun si Charlton Lee, but that's good solid defense from Tyrone Chan.
Good defense right there by Tyrone, and he's had 13 rebounds already.
And Paco Baranda puts a hurting on the net right there. The net actually swishes up over top with how perfect that jump shot was.
Exactly. So for Paco, that's a welcome sight for Rising Sun, and for Paco, it's gotta feel good for him.
Yeah, that's his second made jump shot here in the second quarter. After starting 0-5, he's hit 2 of his last 4 attempts. But there is a quick answer from PCDG. Lead back up to 6-4, the number 1 seed.
Awesome find right there by Noel Yu. And an equally awesome cut on the baseline by Justin Ko.
And Noel Yu, of course, the big victim of traffic last game. But he said, he had full confidence in his team and that he really believed that his team could have won without him. They put up a valiant effort there against the Golden Peters.
That was just kind of unfortunate for them, as although Noel Yu has the height to play one of the front court positions, but he's usually the point guard for his team.
Yeah, and we saw that nifty move there from Noel Yu, finishing reverse style on the left side as Tyrone Chan has the ball deflected out of bounds. And Aaron De Las Penas checking back in. Looks like Charlton Lee will take a seat. Pagdanganan also back for Michael Ang, the tank. Baseline inbound here for Tyrone Chan as they try to get the net back down there after Baranda swished it way too high. Kirby T here for 3, no. And PCDG with a chance. Aaron De Las Penas up ahead, taking a bump. Too much of a bump there, as referees say. John Koo is called for a foul.
Quick run right here by PCDG actually. They were tied 21 all earlier, but now with a 10-point lead right away.
Yes, and since that 21 all tie, it's a 12-2 run in favor of PCDG as we have the first time out of the game with 2:10 remaining back after this short break. We're back here for the final 2 minutes, 10 seconds of the first half. As PCDG now on a run here. They lead 33-23 as De Las Penas misses on his free throws, but Rising Sun get the stop. Transition opportunity here. David Chan comes up short. Noel Yu pushing it.
Strong dive right there by David. Unfortunately, he was stopped by Noel.
Yeah, makeable shot there, but that's some good strong defense from Noel Yu. As PCDG trying to set things up here. Yu will take that jumper. No, short. Lawrence Lim with the rebound. Chan, another chance here. Never slows down, does Chan. Finds Baranda. Here's Eugene Chan. Oh, that's the second time he's hit that mid-ranger and the second time na nabitin yung net.
Actually, for Eugene, that's his shot. A long two, not quite at the 3 point line, but when he sets in rhythm, that's a good shot for him.
Yeah, and Eugene Chan now actually up to 6 points here. So he's been actually an unsung hero here for the Rising Sun. Not necessarily one of their top scorers, but looking like one right now.
Exactly, he's one of the oldest people on the team, but he's made good shots so far.
And almost got the steal right there. You can see the effort defensively, but nobody's stopping that as BP Brian Kabuko with the finish.
Great drop pass right there by Aaron, finding BP down on the block. Easy two for him.
And David Chan almost got the end one there. Smart play there to keep going. He got that very early bump, and you knew that if he let it fly, he would have free throws.
Exactly, another physical play by David Chan, and he's known for that. So good drive for him. He's gonna shoot two from the free throw line.
And David Chan, he actually does feel like, maybe a little bit like Lou Dort. Not necessarily the tallest, but he has some heft to him. Very physical, never stops, always playing hard.
He's not the tallest guy on the floor, not the quickest guy, not the guy that jumps the highest, but he's one of the most physical players here on the court.
And Chan misses on that free throw. As Yu gets the rebound here with 50 seconds left in this first half. PCDG looking good here so far. As Yu, that was a nice pass there, but Pagdanganan couldn't grab it. Tyrone Chan has a chance. And Aaron De Las Peñas, unsportsmanlike foul as he gave a very intentional looking foul.
I think that was just an immature play right there for Aaron. He's the youngest player here in the league. Maybe not just aware of some of the rules here, but that's going to be an unsportsmanlike foul on him.
And the NBA, actually, no, not even in the NBA anymore. They've cracked down on that. You can't just intentionally foul to stop the transition opportunity anymore. As Tyrone Chan will head to the line for 2 free throws.
Exactly, that's not a play on the ball. So whenever you foul someone without going for the ball, that's going to be an automatic unsportsmanlike foul.
But Tyrone Chan misses on that first free throw. And right now, they're leaving some points on at the line here with their free throw misses. So far, Rising Sun, 3 of 11 from the free throw line.
Kids, practice your free throws. As especially with the team trailing here, they have to make their free throws.
Yeah, with the 8 missed free throws right now, they trail by 9, so it's making a big difference here. With 40 seconds left in the first half, Baranda gets the best look he's gotten all night, and that was money from the release.
Good shot right there by Paco. That's a rhythm shot for him. Automatic 2 points.
And Baranda starting to get in rhythm here in the second quarter. Exactly what Rising Sun needs as the lead cut down to 7 with 18 seconds left. Pascual, floater, cannot get it to fall. PCDG. They lose the opportunity there, but some sloppy action here to close things out. 5 seconds left. Tyrone Chan drop off to Baranda. Banker. And what a finish. What a finish there for Rising Sun. And it feels like deja vu, Daniel. Same thing with the first quarter, strong end to the quarter for Rising Sun.
Exactly, that was a strong quarter already for PCDG for around 90% of it. But Rising Sun finishing strong for the last minute, cutting down the lead to 5.
Third place trophy on the line. 2 more quarters left to play. We'll be back here for more SBL Season 5 action after this halftime break. Second half underway here at the RK Vegan Court. Once again here at the SBL Season 5. Battle for third. It's PCDG leading 35 to 30 over Rising Sun. Renzo Salo here on the call, and we'll be joined once again in a little bit by the MVP Daniel Ong alongside me as Rising Sun here, closing the first and second quarter strong after trailing by 9 points in that second quarter. They cut it down to 5 here. Right now, PCDG still holding the lead for most of this one as they bring it into Kabuko. And an early foul is called up against John Ko. Just, of course, the first team foul here in the opening minute. And back here once again is Daniel Ong. So Daniel, what were you seeing from that first half so far from this terrific action?
Actually, if you watch the first half, it was really dominated by PCDG. They've been the more aggressive team. They've been the team wanting the ball more, pounding the ball inside a lot more. But just for those 2 quarters, it was Rising Sun finishing strong.
Yes, and speaking of finishing strong, Tyrone Chander with a strong finish for 2 points. And yes, PCDG seems to be controlling most of this game. But if you look at the scoreboard, it's now it's a 5-point game. But di talaga naglalayo itong Rising Sun.
Exactly, and for Rising Sun, that's gonna be good for them, missing their leading scorer in Jerome Lim, and they've stayed in pace right here with PCDG.
As we see Pascual hit yet another jump shot. That's his second one here. PCDG getting some contributions from their team owner. 2 for 4.
Good mid-range shot right there by John, trying to space the floor, which is usually the role of Jerome. John Ko, that is.
John Ko. Yeah, finally getting some long-range shots to fall here as Hendrik Seekent get one himself to fall, but he gets the steal right there. Good anticipation on the passing lane, drops it off to BP. Stolen away by John Ko. And numbers here for Rising Sun. Tyrone Chan cannot muscle his way inside against Charlton Lee. That's good defense from Lee there against a much bigger opponent.
Good defense right there by Charlton. I think for Tyrone, he could have dropped off that fast break.
And player here right now is started to catch fire. That is Pascual. Back-to-back buckets for him. And may ooze and us from the crowd. You can hear it.
Good shot right there for June. And those rhythm shots will feel good for him.
And some big buckets there for Pascual as Kirby T. Speaking of big buckets, a big shot maker here for Rising Sun. And that was the type of 3 where he was already walking back. He knew that it was going to fall.
Exactly. He might not have the cleanest release, but that's his third 3-pointer tonight.
Yeah, 9 points, and he's just he's actually the leading scorer right now for Rising Sun. 9 points for him. Baranda with 8. John Ko with 7. And speaking of John Ko, misses on that inside attempt. Charlton Lee here, 1-on-2. Actually, it's 1-on-5 right now. Look at the defense of Rising Sun really getting back down.
So far, Rising Sun showing a lot more life here in the second half, being quicker and more solid in defense. Unfortunately, being called right there for the foul is Tyrone Chan.
Yes, but Rising Sun right now still now just trailing by 2 points. So staying in this thing, and like you were mentioning earlier, PCDG looks like they've been the aggressor, the in-control team here. But Rising Sun just not going away.
So far in this third quarter, Rising Sun trying to match the pace, trying to match the intensity of PCDG, and we'll see how they'll do for the remainder of this second half.
And right now, Rising Sun trailing by just 3 points. Vicencio, his jumper, no. Vicencio can't buy a bucket right now. John Ko tried to keep it alive, but Charlton Lee has it here, pushing the pace. Kabuko, tried to feed it to Charlton Lee. Basang-basa ni Vicencio.
A little bit too much passing right there for PCDG. Rising Sun here on the fast break.
Oh! What a shot there from Kirby T. Spin move and scoop shot.
with the
Short.
left hand.
Yes, and that would be an automatic letter in any horse game. What a shot
What a
there.
shot
Steph
right there.
Curry like from Kirby T.
Exactly, and right here, Kirby T has been the offense for Rising Sun with a chance here to tie the game.
And there was a chance Kirby T wasn't gonna play in this one. As you mentioned, he was battling some cramps earlier, and look at him now.
Exactly, he was a game time decision for this game, opting to play ultimately, and Rising Sun enjoying his game so far.
Yeah, and where would his team be without him? He looks like he's a little hobbled here right now, but he's clearly battling whenever he gets the ball. As Tyrone Chan cannot add and actually give his team the lead. Right now, they still trail by just 1 point. As Kabuko is facing some pressure here. Here's the tank. Michael Ang to Pascual. Hot hand. Cannot get the roll. BP. Ball was deflected there. He wanted a foul call. That's John Ko pushing the pace. Yes, Charlton Lee to beat. Oh, Ko. Second chance is good for John Ko.
A little too deep for him. And right now, PCDG now trailing by 1. Rising Sun stealing the lead right there.
Yeah, and I believe that this is the first lead of the game for Rising Sun. And it comes right here, second part of the third quarter. The game starting to get to hang in the balance with every possession. Rising Sun starting to gain momentum here, led by that man Kirby T.
Exactly, and PCDG looks gassed right here.
Oh, almost another circus finish for Kirby T. As Kabuko pushes it to Pascual. He'll take the jumper. And June Pascual making it look like practice right here. Draining every mid-range shot he gets.
Exactly, confidence is sky high for June. And now they're up by 1 again.
And what a game this is shaping out to be. Well, earlier it looked like PCDG might run away with this thing. But right now, Rising Sun with the momentum. And it's basically become a battle between Kirby T and June Pascual.
Exactly, and now we need to see who finishes stronger here in the third quarter. Whoever can pull away right here.
And some substitutions now for both teams. As Eugene Chan, David Chan, Larry Lim, Paco Baranda, and Tyrone Chan are on the floor here for Rising Sun. While PCDG, they have that man, Justin Ko, Pagdanganan, Aaron De Las Penas, Brian Kabuko, and Noel Yu now back on the floor for the number 1 seed. As Tyrone Chan has it here, Baranda steps into a jump shot. Little short, and Justin Ko pushing it 2-on-1 here. David Chan to beat, but he's not going to give up. Justin Ko shot no good, and you could see David Chan battling there for that rebound.
Good stop right there for David Chan, stopping the 2-on-1 fast break.
Oh, and looks like the last touch was PCDG, so Chan getting the possession back for his team. As Tyrone Chan has it here, drop off pass to Baranda. Lim, no. Battle for the rebound. Kabuko wins it. De Las Penas up ahead against Chan. He'll pull up mid-range. And that's all net. What a shot there from Aaron De Las Penas.
PCDG playing with a lot of confidence right here, welcoming some unexpected buckets from June Pascual and Aaron De Las Peñas.
And a sloppy turnover for Rising Sun. Kabuko is whacked there by Lim. 2 free throws coming. And feels like Rising Sun just gave up a couple of bad possessions there. And, that may spell the difference down the stretch.
Exactly, a bit too sloppy right there for Rising Sun. PCDG capitalizing right away.
And Kabuko heads to the line for 2 free throws, though he misses that first attempt. Rising Sun are 4 of 13 from the free throw line. This PCDG squad a little bit better, 6 of 11, now 7 of 12. As this game, could very well be determined by 1 or 2 free throws, given how close it is. Under 3 minutes to play here in this third quarter. Eugene Chan shot no good, a rebound to David Chan. And it's a steal by PCDG.
Easily read right there by PCDG. Trying to push the pace right here right away.
And looks like De Las Peñas, I was about to say he saved an errant pass there from Noel Yu, but he still stepped out of bounds.
Noel Yu trying to push the pace right there, trying to catch Rising Sun napping, but unfortunately ending up in that error.
And I think maybe his teammates were also still napping at that point as the ball just went out of bounds. Baranda to Tyrone Chan. Corner pop here for Eugene Chan. He's been making that shot, but right now nobody down on the floor for Rising Sun. Justin Ko takes advantage. And we were talking about this earlier, how Rising Sun was always back down in transition. That time, nobody home.
Actually, right there, Rising Sun looking a bit gassed, a bit exhausted right there, not being able to stop the fast break right there.
And timeout now for Rising Sun. They trail by 6 points. 2:18 to play in this third quarter. Back after this.
Coach, tingin ha.
Final 2 minutes here of the third quarter. Battle for third, SBL Season 5. PCDG gaining a little bit of a cushion once again after losing the lead momentarily. They lead by 6.
PCDG trying to capitalize on their fast breaks.
And Baranda, I don't know if he was trying to bank that shot, but it counts as 2 points all the way there for Rising Sun.
Bank is still open for Paco even at 8:50 in the evening.
And that puts him up to double figures, 10 points now for Baranda. It's both him and Kirby T in double figures for Rising Sun. David Chan muscles his way in for 2 points.
Rising Sun trying to give PCDG a dose of their own medicine, pushing right there and he's scoring the easy two on the fast break.
And it's a quick 4-0 run after that timeout. It's looking like a quality timeout there for Rising Sun, and they get another stop. As David Chan pushing the pace here. Chance to tie once again. Chan to Eugene Chan, and that ties the ball game up. Eugene Chan called the timeout, and he was the answer apparently right here.
Exactly, good energy right there by Rising Sun coming from the timeout. Quick 6-0 burst, tying the game right now at 47.
And in a 1 minute span, that 6 point lead for PCDG has evaporated. 47 all under a minute to play in here in the third. And what action we are seeing here to close out the SBL Season 5.
Deja vu right here for PCDG. Rising Sun being the more aggressive team in the last 1 to 2 minutes of the quarter as Rising Sun has closed the gap.
Yes, as you said, first, second, and now the third quarters, the Rising Sun have fallen behind and have come back to close out the quarter. But PCDG with a quick answer, Noel Yu. Big shot there for PCDG. Chan to Baranda. He'll launch from 3. Oh! All net from Paco Baranda, extending his range a little bit to retake the lead.
Exactly. Noel Yu trying to play the fireman's role right there. But Paco Baranda scoring right away for Rising Sun.
And all of a sudden, after trailing by as many as 10 points here in this ball game, Rising Sun now have the lead with the ball here to close out the third quarter. Baranda finding his touch, extending his range. 12 seconds left. Here in quarter 3, David Chan to Tyrone Chan. Inside drive. Loses it. Justin Ko with 2 seconds. He's just gets it off in time, I think, but unable to get it to drop as Justin Ko's miss allows Rising Sun to enter the fourth quarter with the lead, 50-49.
Again, another strong finish right here by Rising Sun. We've seen it in the first, second, and now in the third quarter, grabbing the lead right now.
10 more minutes to play in this one. Back after this. Fourth quarter action now underway. 10 minutes to decide the third placer here at the SBL Season 5 here at RK Vegan Court. Noel Hughes jumper to start off this quarter, no good. Michael Ang battles. And you could see the passion the players are playing with right now.
Intense energy right here from both teams to start the fourth quarter, and good stop right there by Rising Sun.
What do you think is the key right here? Maybe for Rising Sun first. If they want to win this ball game, what do they need?
For Rising Sun, that's a good sign for them. They need to start this quarter strong and not rely on their last 1 to 2 minutes to try to win this game. It's a good start right here for them.
Yeah, and excellent start indeed as Kirby T hits another three. That's his fourth of the game. And what about for PCDG? What do they need here to close things out?
For PCDG right here, they need to keep pushing the pace. We saw in the last game, Rising Sun had so little energy to end the game. That's why they lost against Eurochef.
Right now, traveling is called here. I believe that's on Justin Ko. As we have a substitution, Baranda back in just a minute into this fourth quarter.
For PCDG right here, we see their best five on the floor, and they need to find something on offense and stop the Rising Sun offense right here on the other side.
Yeah, right now, both teams missing, of course, two of their key players. Jerome Lim not here for Rising Sun, while Benedict Chuachiaco absent for PCDG. They need someone to step up, someone like Noel Yu here with an excellent feed to Justin Ko. That's what Noel Yu does, finding the open man for an easy two.
And that's what PCDG needs more of. They need to push the break, getting those easy two buckets.
And Kirby T's three-pointer unable to drop. Ko. Oh, that's some English being applied by John Ko for 2 points, and largest lead right now for Rising Sun at 4.
Another hefty bucket of the offensive rebound right there by John Ko. Strong start right here by Rising Sun.
And John Ko now up to 11 points. So he only had, I believe, 5 points there earlier, actually in the semifinals matchup. So this is definitely a good sign here for Rising Sun with John Ko a little bit more effective in this one. So 55-51, 2 minutes into this one. Noel Yu running the show here as our MVP Daniel Ong doing his thing. Medic being the medic here, attending to one of the Rising Sun players as Brian Kabuko draws the foul. 2 free throws coming for PCDG. And maybe you can tell us about what happened there, Daniel.
I think John Ko was just hit by an opponent right there, just with a bloody lip, but he'll be able to play through it later.
And no doubt about it, John Ko not gonna let a bruised lip stop him from entering this ball game as Michael Ang, the tank, denied at the rim. And Tyrone Chan and Michael Ang get tangled up. It's a jump ball, possession arrow going to Rising Sun.
Former teammates right there going for the ball. Jump ball right there, possession arrow goes to Rising Sun.
And Michael Ang with 9 rebounds. Tyrone Chan with 19 rebounds.
Tyrone Chan being the man in the middle. He was last year's MVP runner-up. He's showing why he's so important to this Rising Sun team.
And not necessarily scoring a lot here, just 6 points. But everything else, the playmaking and the rebounding, the defense, Tyrone Chan has been right there for Rising Sun. But PCDG now with the chance. Oh, call here against 22. David Chan. He'll be called for that blocking foul. 55-51 still. PCDG will have it on the side.
Both teams playing man-to-man defense right here. Both teams playing man-to-man defense right here. PCDG trying to maximize their advantage right there on the block by Brian Kabuko, drawing the foul on Larry Lim.
And Kabuko likely going to get a lot of touches here down the stretch. Arguably the most reliable source of offense here. Steady interior presence for PCDG. Heads to the line, 2 free throws. First one falls. Kabuko's 3 of 5 from the free throw line. He has 9 points, 14 rebounds, but cannot secure that double-double. Misses on the second. David Shan here to Tyrone. 3-point lead for Rising Sun. As Kirby T has a highlight reel full of baskets right here.
Exactly, Kirby being the main flow of their offense and on defense as well.
And he gets the deflection there. Makes me wonder, ano nakain niya sa Japan? Siguro, all the best sushi, the konbini foods out there, extra fueled, motivated right here is Kirby T.
Perhaps so, and his pre-game cramps might have been a mental thing. And he's been looking good right here. 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, definitely not looking bothered at all by those cramps. As Baranda short on that mid-range J, but his team leads by 5 right here. That would have been big. Chance here for PCDG. Cut it back down to 1 possession, and guess who? Noel Yu for 2.
Noel Yu trying to spark the PCDG offense right here off the step back. Smooth looking shot.
Yeah, smooth indeed. No, this is Noel Yu's arena. Down the stretch, crunch time basketball. We saw it in the quarterfinals. They missed him in the semis. Props to David Chander. Re-established himself and a feed inside. Tyrone cannot finish though.
Sorry, missed right there by Tyrone. Fast break right here by PCDG.
As Tyrone is still down on the floor, but David Chan has it. Tyrone still looking hurt right now. As we'll have Daniel Ong checking on him as the medic here to try to make sure Tyrone Chan is okay. And looks like he took a shot there during that battle for the rebound, and Rising Sun will call a timeout to get their big man off the floor. And if he has to sit here, it'll be a big blow for Rising Sun with the 20 rebounds he has for his squad, 5 assists. Right now it's a timeout. We'll be back right after this. Coming out of this timeout, it's Rising Sun with a 57-54 lead, 6 minutes left. And what did you see happen there with Tyrone Chan?
I think Tyrone got hit on the head from the defensive rebound right there. He'll have a few minutes on the bench, but expect him to be back on the floor in a few minutes.
Yeah, it's hard to keep Tyrone Chan out of the ball game for this one. As we have a call here, turnover on the part of Rising Sun. And looks like a warning is being called against the Rising Sun. PCDG with the sideline inbound here. I thought that maybe they would call a technical there, but looks like they've downgraded it to a warning against the bench of Rising Sun. And what a pass there, Kabuko to Noel Yu.
Good offense right here by the PCDG off the timeout by Rising Sun.
Yeah, and this is where winners are made. With 5 minutes left in this contest, 1 point game. Noel Yu built for this moment. He has the basketball here. Yu, stop and pop. Oh, just short. That was well contested by Rising Sun. Kirby T swings it out. Baranda. Oh, what a fake. Fire. No.
I think Paco would have done better, not faking right there. That would have been his shot.
Had a little bit of a fake. Maybe caused him to hesitate a little bit. Noel Yu, speaking of his shot, that is Noel Yu's shot. Mid-range specialist as well from the other side.
No hesitation right there by Noel. Sure two for him.
David Chan right here as PCDG retakes the lead. Quick 4-0 run for them after that timeout. Kirby T, what a feed. What a find. Kirby T to John Ko. Beautiful passing.
Great pass right there. John Cole with a good cut. Easy two for him.
And Kirby T doing more than just scoring here. Facilitating, especially with Tyrone Chan off the floor. Oh, almost a steal from John Koo. Oh, it looks like it is a turnover there. Koo's deflection there leads to a change of possession. And he will get some high fives as he heads to the bench. Tyrone Chan back on the floor.
Good minutes right there for John Koo. An old reliable here for Rising Sun.
And Kirby T swings it. Tyrone Chan right after coming off the bench. Clearly not affected by that blow to the head earlier. All net for Tyrone Chan.
Exactly in the previous game, Rising Sun I think had no substitutions in the fourth quarter, and it might have played to their disadvantage in the end when everyone was so exhausted. Here a quick rest from Tyrone Chan and the easy two right away.
Yeah, that blow to the head maybe, a blessing in disguise. He got a couple of minutes on the bench. Maybe energized here to close out the game with 4 minutes left. Oh, muscle play there. Flexing on everyone was Brian Kabuko.
Nice play right there by BP. Quick second jump for the putback.
Yeah, BP there with a big shot. Cuts the lead down to 1. John Ko. Tyrone Chan. Oh! He's come alive here. He's not touching any rim. It's all net for Tyrone.
Back-to-back shots, mid-range shots right there for Tyrone, and that's his shot.
Parang nagising siya dun sa Siko eh.
Yeah.
Sometimes a player just needs to be awoken. Excuse my grammar there, but Tyrone Chan battling for the rebound. He's everywhere for Rising Sun.
Tyrone Chan finding his second win right there. Solid two on one end and the quick defensive rebound on the other.
And he's the hot hand right now for Rising Sun. We were talking about where their offense would come from, especially down the stretch without Jerome Lim. Right now, Tyrone Chan is answering the call. He has the ball right here for Rising Sun. He has Eugene to his left. Oh, Eugene Chan travels there. Little indecision from the veteran.
Exactly, he looked a bit too excited right there. They need to stop right here on the other end.
And maybe an impact of, he just checked in just seconds prior. Maybe a little cold off the bench as John Cotto gets the rebound. 3-point lead with the ball. Rising Sun with a chance here. Eugene can make amends. Jump shot down as Eugene Chan is coming up big in this battle for third.
Huge shot right there for Anya Eugene. Opting to take the shot right there instead of the drive. Sure 2 points for him.
Yeah, and he's up to 10 points, 5 of 9 from the field. And Eugene Chan has been big here. Unsung hero for Rising Sun. Right now, 5-point game. Timeout on the floor. Two minutes, 30 seconds left. As Rising Sun have taken control of this one. Noel, you cannot answer, but ball staying here on that loose ball foul. Rising Sun truly rising here down the stretch.
We were talking a while ago where Rising Sun would find their offense with the absence of Jerome Lim, and right now 5 of their players have been in double figures. So a very balanced offensive attack right here for Rising Sun.
And one of those players right here with the basketball, Kirby T, he wants to launch. Oh! Kirby T looked like he might have gotten blocked from behind, got that shot off anyways, hits that three, and could be an early dagger.
That's what Stephen Curry has done to this game. Fast break, but you choose to pull up from 3, and Kirby T with his 5th three-pointer of the game.
But a quick answer and a much needed answer from Justin Ko, a lead back down to 6. But Rising Sun right now in control with the basketball. John Ko. Oh! Big bump there from Michael Ang. You know, maybe a little frustration there as well from the veteran.
Rising Sun trying to ice this game with 1 minute and 52 remaining. They need a basket here on offense.
John Ko inbounds, gets it to Tyrone Chandel. Happily milk some clock here as John Ko has it with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Feeds inside to Tyrone. Oh, lost it. That's a tough turnover there with a chance to extend it sana to 3 possessions.
Exactly, that was a good play by Rising Sun. A good idea to pound it inside, but good defense by PCDG.
And PCDG, Michael Ang had the opportunity inside. He gets denied there. But they keep possession. And this is a must-make possession here for PCDG right now.
Exactly, 1 minute and 30 to go. PCDG has to make amends here on offense.
Noel Ute inbound. He gets it to BP. Swing pass, Charlton Lee. Short shot, short. And rebound to David Chan. And a chance here for Rising Sun to ice things. But they want to hold the basketball right now, waste some clock. And Kirby T, Tyrone Chan, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Do we get a dagger here? Kirby. Oh! Passes to nobody. And a second turnover for Rising Sun.
Bad pass right there by Kirby T. Aiming it for Michael Ang, which was his teammate last year.
And leaves the door a little bit open here for PCDG. But if they can get a stop here, they'll be sitting pretty as Noel Yu cannot finish. Gets his own miss. Oh, Yu denied by Tyrone Chan, and Chan making an impact down the stretch here.
Solid defense right there for Rising Sun. And they'll just milk the clock right here.
As Noel Yu fouls John Ko. And that looks like maybe the penalty situation already, as Mike Vicencio checking back in for free throw shooting purposes. Actually, one more here. Tyrone Chan has it. Will they foul?
They need to foul.
They're not fouling right here, PCDG. As John Ko has it. They've let a lot of time off the clock. They're not fouling. And Justin Ko with a steal. They need a score here. Oh, and a big layup there from Justin Ko. Oh, and they throw it almost out of bounds. Mike Vicencio just saves it. Scary scene here for Rising Sun. 15 seconds left. They're not fouling. And finally give up the foul there. What can you say about this sequence right here?
A good defense right there by PCDG. I thought they would have fouled earlier, but it worked to their advantage. Fast break, 2 points by Justin Ko. We'll see how Rising Sun can ice this game at the foul line.
Yeah, definitely not what Rising Sun wanted, but at the very least, they were able to burn around 20-25 seconds of game clock, but Vicencio misses on that first free throw. 14.2 left to play here. Vicencio, one more to extend this to 5. Gets the second one to fall. PCDG timeout. 14.2 seconds left to play here. And right now, what are you expecting here for PCDG? 5 points, it's not impossible right here.
It's far from over right here. 5-point game. Rising Sun with a 5-point lead. Again, they've finished strong in this game. For PCDG, they might need an easy basket, a quick basket, whether a 2 or a 3, and you'll take it.
Yes, heavily probably going to take any basket they can get, because regardless, they're going to need more than one basket here to tie this ball game or potentially win it. But for Rising Sun, what defensive look do you think they need here for this one?
For Rising Sun, I'd give any shot for them. Just not give up a three. If it's an easy two inside, just give it to them. And do not foul because you're in penalty.
And they don't want to stop the clock here. They want the clock dwindling as Justin Ko gets a three. No! Looked like it was online from our angle, but just came up a little bit short. Though it looks like an offensive rebound and free throws coming for Brian Kabuko.
Exactly. That was a good play right there for PCDG. Justin Call leading the team with 19 points so far. That was a good shot for him. It was in and out, but a good offensive rebound right there by BP.
And we were just talking about this earlier, about the impact of missed free throws. And right now, Brian Kabuko has to make both if they have a chance. And he does, makes the first at least. They need the second one here to cut it to a single possession. 2 for 2, and that is ice in his veins for Brian Kabuko.
This game's far from over. Just a 3-point lead for Rising Sun. And they'll be on the offensive in the next play.
And would you expect that maybe PCDG should foul, or do you think they should still go for the steal? There's a tricky situation with the amount of time left.
If it were me, it would depend. If they could place a quick trap right away, try to force a jump ball on the ball, it will be their possession if a jump ball is called. So if I repeat PCDG, I would try to force a trap for say 2 or 3 seconds before fouling. They still have a timeout actually, so they could still call a timeout right after if they get the possession.
And PCDG right now applying some man-to-man pressure, it seems here. Chance, of course, they do still have some time to execute the trap, like you said here. But it's gonna be interesting to see how this inbound shapes up as Tyrone Chan gets it into Paco Baranda. And it almost looked like the trap was gonna be successful, but Charlton Lee tripped there trying to go for that steal.
Exactly, that was a good defensive play by PCDG, forcing Rising Sun to the half court line, but good awareness by Paco Baranda. He's on the line for 2.
Yeah, Baranda can ice this with one free throw. Misses on that first. And Baranda, everything right now hangs on the balance of this free throw. Baranda gets it to fall. And that could be the dagger here. At the free throw line, Baranda extends this to 4.
Props to PCDG right there. It was a good defensive possession, but right now it's a 2-possession game in favor of Rising Sun.
And right now, PCDG needs 4 points. And if you're Rising Sun, you just need to avoid fouling a 3-point shooter right here.
If you're Rising Sun, you just don't foul. If they want to shoot a 3, you give them the 3. If they want to shoot a 2, just give them the 2. Just do not foul to stop the clock.
5.8 seconds left. So not a lot of time here for PCDG to make something happen, but it's not impossible yet. They're gonna still play to the final buzzer. Inbound here, Noel Yu has it. Hendrik C, they need to launch. Justin Ko for 3. Air ball. No foul anyways. And that ends this ball game. Rising Sun, back-to-back second runner-up finishes here in the SBL. This time winning over the number 1 seed PCDG, who crashed out here without a trophy. Your final thoughts on this one?
Awesome game right there by Rising Sun. Shout out to Kirby T, player of the game right here. 19 points, 5 3-pointers, 7 assists. Huge game from him. And for PCDG, another sorry loss. They were the favorites in this tournament. Finished first after the eliminations, but just not being complete for these final 2 games. A little too costly for them.
And Rising Sun also got 14 points from Baranda, 13 from John Ko, and Tyrone Chan with 10 points and 22 rebounds as Rising Sun wins 3rd place here in the SBL Season 5. But of course, the main event is coming up right after this one. It's the Golden Peters taking on Eurochef in a heavyweight bout just after this. But stick around for that one. But for now, we'll be signing off from this contest here at the SBL Season 5. Renzo Salaw here and Daniel Ong on the call.